So I am really thrilled and delighted to introduce to you my OKPAL method of preparing for collaborative dialogue. So hashtag OKPAL. This is not about becoming friends. I just want to underline this. But I am a great lover of acronyms for remembering things by the alphabetical letters with which they start. And it tickled me that the 5 key steps came out as OKPAL. And, while it's not about becoming friends necessarily using this program, there's something about the line, and I used to live in Scotland where you use the word pal a lot. It's like mate. It's like, okay, mate. All right, friend. All right, buddy. All right, whatever it is. Okay. We found some kind of middle way. So that is just my way of helping you remember the 5 steps. First of all, let me tell you what these 5 steps are for. First of all, it's about recognizing your conflict style. Okay, the first pillar is going to help you with that. The first step, you're going to recognize your conflict style and others, and you're going to adjust yourself accordingly. The OKPAL method will help you apply neuropsychology to de-escalate conflict and miscommunication. The OKPAL method will also help you switch from a past-present focused to solution-focused approaches. And fourthly, the OKPAL method will help you initiate collaborative dialogues for improved future realities. And lastly, this method will help you to negotiate win-win outcomes that are future-proofed. And I want you to see there's so much here about the future and about solutions. So this is one of the things I love about mediation itself, which is obviously a different process to this, but inspires this process. Mediation is not so much about, it's not therapy. It's not about retributive justice. It's not about finding out blame, all of which are kind of past focused. It's about understanding the past and present so that you can have a better future, you and hopefully the other person. But we start by taking care of ourselves. So that's what this method is all about. Let me take you through what OKPAL stands for. So we've got these 5 pillars. The first pillar of OKPAL, O, says 1, own your conflict style. And you might say, I don't have a conflict style. I'm not a conflict kind of person. We all experience conflict. We may avoid it, we may dodge it, but we're meant to be unique human beings. We're meant not all to agree about different things. And when there's the tiniest bit of tussle between whose way is right, that is in a sense a form of conflict. And we all have different ways of approaching that. So that's going to be the first thing that we're going to look at. What are the different conflict styles? And how can understanding yours and owning yours help you be better equipped to ask for what you want? Pillar 2. Pillar 2 says, and this is K of OKPALs, keep the brain in mind. You are a walking skin suit that is really guided by this extraordinary thing called your brain. And your brain has its own ways. Our brains have evolved over time. And we're going to think about how we can help our brain and our nervous system feel safe in order to be able to ask for what we want with clarity. We can't just kind of drive ourselves into this. We've got to do a brain-friendly, nervous system-friendly approach. So that's going to be the second step. So we've had O of OKPALs, own your conflict style. K, keep the brain in mind. What about P? P is for pivot to a future focus. So we talked about the difficulty of focusing on the past and the benefit of focusing on the future, and how our sense of the past can help inform our sense of the future. So that's a really lovely task to get involved in. A, our fourth pillar is the key. Ask for what you want. And I'm going to help you really find the words to ask for what you want. I know you could say it's easier said than done. But once we've kind of got ourselves in a good place, then there are some really great phrases, just simple phrases that help us ask for things in a neutral way, or help us to respond to what other people say in a way that keeps the conversation nice and measured. But it's not enough just to like ask for what we want. Then lastly, L stands for lock in win-win decisions. So asking for what you want is really about negotiation. And that can make people think, oh, that sounds too much. I don't feel like negotiating, but we're all negotiating all the time. And actually, there are some very gentle ways of doing it. And what I will say is that the word decision is the key there. Decision. So often we'll say, right, this is what I want, and I'll walk away, but I won't actually have worked out a kind of win-win, sustainable, future-proofed decision with the other person. And that's where it all falls down. We think we've agreed something. Okay, so that's OKPAL, OKPAL. And I'll keep repeating it so that when you are in a difficult situation, you can, with ease, come back to these 5 very simple steps. But also, we've got a sort of wider framework that will really help you unpack this whole program. And I've got a worksheet that I'll be providing for you as well. And this is the format that this program is going to take us through. So it's going to give you 10 big questions that you can ask yourself along the process of undertaking some collaborative dialogue with somebody else that's really going to help you be well equipped to do the asking. And along the way, these questions will help you potentially think about the other person's perspective as well. Often when we are in disagreement, we think that the other person is trying to make our life difficult, or being difficult, or trying to upset us. But often they are confused as to what they want as well, or they simply don't have the skills to ask you or to negotiate with you. So it may be that you're going to be the more skilled person in the conversation, but that's okay, because you can share these skills and this framework with the other person simply by modeling it. And that is likely going to help them have a better conversation with you. We are all learning about communication and interpersonal communication as we go. Very few of us were taught to do it in an effective way. So this is about breaking it down and helping us feel comfortable and confident, the other person as well. And hopefully you're going to be able to have some difficult or some valuable conversations along the way. So this won't just be about theory, this program. In our along the program, we are going to be able to follow a case study where we're going to follow our character, Maria, who is going to be learning the OKPAL method from me as her sort of coach supporter. And so we can see how she thinks about these 5 pillars and how she's going to apply them to a difficult situation at work. So the next step of the program is for you to watch this brief first video where we get to meet Maria and learn about her situation. Okay, I'll see you after that for the next lesson, where we are going to talk about goal setting and your assignment. Thanks.